Hi everyone, I am PHP Seetha Lakshmi, Assistant Professor, Department of Information Technology, JJ College of Arts and Science, Autonomous, Pudukkottai. Now I am going to take about PHP. In PHP, what is mean by data types? Data types define the type of data a variable can store. PHP allow different 8 data types. All of them are discussed below. They are predefined, user defined, and special data types. Predefined means predefined data types are Boolean, integer, double, string. User defined, we can say another compound data types. Array object. Next one, special data types. What are the special data types? Null resources. The first 5 are called simple data types and last 3 are called compound data types. What is meant by integer? Integer hold only whole numbers including positive and negative numbers, numbers without fractional part or decimal point. They can be decimal, octal or hexadecimal. Decimal means base 10, octal means base 8, hexadecimal means base 16. The default base is decimal, the base 10. The octal integer can be declared with leading 0 and hexadecimal can be declared with leading 0x. The range of integer must lie between positive to negative numbers. What are the examples of integer? First example of integer, we will open the open tag of PHP. This is the opening tag of for PHP. Then we will declare decimal base integer. The dollar symbol, we will always we want to use a variable name. Front of the variable we will put dollar sign, dollar deci 1, decimal. It's a shortcut for deci 1, decimal 150, decimal 2 some numbers. We can give any decimal numbers. Then octal base integer, we using the octal. It's a variable name, dollar octal. We use it for octal 1 for some numbers. Then next one, hexadecimal, we using hexadecimal base integer. We using the variable name as a octal. Or we want to use like hexadecimal numbers 0x45. Next, we want some for decimal 1 and decimal 2. We want to add the decimal 1 and decimal 2. It's the we then only we will get the sum. We want to print the sum. We want to use in PHP for printing statement echo dollar sum. Next, the new line, or one by one we want to print the sum. So echo the slash means a new line. What are the data types? And we want to use the data type and value, return the data type and value. Then we using the var for variable, var underscore dump. It's a data type return. We using the this type of value in bracket dollar sum. Then we will close the PHP tag. If the now we will getting the output of adding the decimal 1 and decimal 2. What are the next data type in PHP? Double. Double means can hold number containing fractional or decimal part including positive and negative numbers, a number in exponential form. By default, the variable add a minimum number of decimal place. The, the double data type is the same as a float as floating point number or real numbers. This is the double. What for double, for example, for double, we want to first opening the opening tag of PHP, then dollar value, that's mean val, we using two variable, dollar val 1, dollar value 2, then we adding the two values. So dollar sum equal dollar value 1 plus value 2, we want to print. So for in PHP, we printing echo dollar sum. Then new line. What are the data types and value we returning? Where underscore dump bracket dollar sum. This already we I set the example for integer, same example for double, but we find out the decimal numbers. For in double, we find out in the value. This is the value of value 1 and 2 we adding, so we get the sum. This is the float value. What is string? String, it is means whole letters or any alphabets or even numbers are included. These are written within double quotes during the declaration. Always we will using the PHP strings we want to use means we will give the double quotes during declaration. The string can also be written within single quotes, but they will be treated differently while printing variables. To declare this, look at the example we can see in below. This is the example for string. Dollar name, we giving the Krishna. In print statement, we giving the name of the Zeke dollar name, and next next line, the name of the Zeke is dollar name. We using two times of the name dollar name. We want to print it new line, then the data types and size and value we want to declare. So where underscore dump dollar name, we then you close the PHP tag. It's a output for the first one. The capital Zig is Krishna and small letter Zig is dollar name. We want to calculate the string Krishna, KRISHNA. This is the 7 letters, so string is 7. Then Boolean data type. What is the Boolean data type? It is a conditional testing. It's hold only two values. One are true, in another one false. True means 1, false means 0. Then the Boolean, we successfully even will return true and unsuccessfully even written false. Null type value are also treated as false in Boolean. Apart from null, a 0 is also considered false in Boolean. If a string is empty, then it is also considered false. This is Boolean data type. It is an example for Boolean data type. Then first of all, we want to open tag of PHP. Then if condition, we will using two if conditions. One is true, another is false. If true means, and the print statement is the condition is true. Then false means the condition is not true. Then you put a, then you close a PHP tag. On the output is true means this condition is true. Likewise, we will giving the example for Boolean. Next data type, we going to see about array. What is mean by array? Array is a compound data type that can store multiple values of the same data type. Below is an example of array of integer is combining a series of data that are related together. This is the output for array with the array. This is the example, or this is also example. Except PHP, you first put a PHP tag, the opening tag, then use $int array. You give some array values 10, 20, 30. Likewise, the first element you bring the first element, then the second element, then third element in the array index. The output will be display first element 10, second element 20, third element 30. The array index 0 means 10, int 10, 1 means int 20, 2 means int 30. Always in PHP, the array index value first start from 0 index. What is meant by object? Object are defined as instant user-defined classes that can hold both values and functions values and functions and information for data processing specific to the class. This is an advanced topic and we will be discussed in the further articles. When the objects are created, they inherit all the properties and behavior from the class having different values for all the properties. What is meant by null? Null value. These are special type of variable that can hold only one values. Null means it can hold only one values. It is the meaning of null. We follow the conversation of a writing. It is capital form. In null value, we should write in the capital form. But it is a case sensitive. If a variable is created without a variable, without a value or number of value, it is automatically assigned a value of null. It is written in capital letter. It is the null value is always written in capital letter. Last data type, this is the resource. What is the resource? In PHP, the resource are not an exact data type. These are basically used to store a reference to some function call or to external PHP resources. For example, consider a database call. This is the best example for resource. This is an external resource. Resource variable hold special handles for files and database connection. These are all the data types we using in the PHP. Thank you.